Good evening, everyone, and welcome to round 10 of the second season of RSF1. And apologies for last week in advance because of the hacking that had happened to Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo. No online services could work, so that would explain the reason why F2 was cancelled. But it is Primus Gaming, once again, your host with Element Snow, aka RSF1 Skadoosh.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm very good, mate. And it sucks about last week, isn't it? Because F2 was looking
Yeah, I was
really,
looking
really
forward
good
to
for
a great
Austria.
race as well. Mercedes looked to be strong. Josh season 4, and then it all went downhill from there. We just couldn't get anything done. We couldn't join, and yeah, that was unfortunate. But we move on from that, don't we? And we focus on Britannia.
Yes, and today is definitely going to be one of those races where everyone's going to be giving it their absolute all because, I mean, like, it's Britain. Everyone wants to win, because it's a home circuit. Who doesn't want to achieve great things at a home circuit?
It's not my home circuit. I don't really, I don't really mind.
Oh, no, but like, I'd say a good portion of the drivers within RSF1 are English or British, or at least residents of the United Kingdom. But anyways, I want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to some staff because I have a feeling they don't really get that much of like a shout out or appreciation for their roles. So I want to mention a few people in the committee as well as a couple of other people to give their appreciation for the hard work that they do for the league, especially in rough times like when the servers went down or anything else, etc., etc. First of all, I'd like to give a shout out to, because you're already here, doesn't need to be too much of a shout out, but I'd like to give my respect and praises to you, Element, because originally it was looking like you wasn't going to be able to actually get to the end of the season, but due to the horrificness of COVID-19, a lot of people are in isolation. You now can, have your full attention on RSF1 when you can. That's if you're not already going into school still, but everyone loves your formation laps, hearing you commentate. And I remember when you was brand new and you was a bit nervous, so for you to still be doing really great, gotta give massive respect to you, mate.
Cheers, bud. And you as well. You've been doing it for 2 seasons now, so fair play to you.
It's just like routine for me. I'd also like to give a shout out to the lads in the committee. So Rebster, Junior, Raikkonen, Shane, Bodder, and everyone else in the committee for all the hard work, and also for the fact that if it wasn't for those guys, we wouldn't even have had a season 1 or 2. Those guys made this happen. So we've got to give our respect and praises to all of them for all this effort and energy that goes into RSF1. And also to the stewards, again, Raikkonen being the head steward, having to basically go over all incidents and crashes that happen within a race week with all the other stewards. Obviously, we can't say their names because they prefer to keep some stewards, most stewards, confidential. So big shout out and respect that I have to give those guys for the work that they do. Don't you agree, Element?
Yeah, 100%. They have so many videos, clips to watch and stuff. And the same, they're always working hard, and fair play to them. They get it done, and it's always on point, I think. No, not always. 98% of the time. Sometimes it's
But the thing
mistakes.
is we're
But
only
only human,
human.
aren't we?
Sometimes people will make a mistake in certain things. But then again, we're not perfect. Human beings make mistakes at the end of the day.
Right.
But
Anyway,
the fact is they've been
Josh,
pretty
season
on
4.
it. But first car on the track, followed by a Alfa Romeo of Andrew Alpha. It was his debut last week in Austria, but due to the servers going down, Andrew never got to finish qualifying, and so he never actually truly got to do his debut. So he's willing to make up some positions because, as you guys know, Austria has been cancelled and will be moved to a later period to be be concluded, to be decided. But yeah, also I'd like to mention we got a couple of rookies. We got PRW Shadow in the Williams, who's now a full-time driver, who is now looking to get his feet into F2, and Martin Padge, who's actually starting his he's a reserve driver for the moment, so he's racing in Haas today. But it's his debut as a reserve driver, so any points he earns will go towards Haas, but not in terms of championship points in driver. But yeah, anything you'd like to say for the two new guys?
I don't really know them. Good luck. If you're watching, good luck. Hope you do go well, and if you see a Mercedes behind you, just let him through, thank you.
No favouritism element, but then
there's no favouritism. I'm just being realistic. The Mercedes should go through. Just let him go through.
Right, so Josh is now about to begin his lap, so let's have a little look and see what he can do, because right now he's the first car to actually begin his flying lap, and he will be setting the baseline for today. You never know, he could actually set the fastest lap of the session and no one could beat it, or he could set a moderate time and try to improve, or anything really. We just have to wait and see. But 17 viewers so far. It's very surprising to see we have that decent amount of numbers, especially with the upcoming online events in this Sunday.
Then tell them because they click away.
Right now, one sector has been purpled so far. Andrew, being behind him, had not purpled the first sector. So Josh is definitely looking like he's on for a decent lap. And with the pace he's shown, in Austria, it's good to see Josh is... Oh no, Josh has pushed it too much. And on the exit of the fast right-hander in the second sector, has invalidated his lap time. He was looking like he was on for a really good lap, but it wasn't meant to be for the moment for Josh Season 4. So we'll go on board with Andrew Alpha, who's just gone through Maggots and Beckett's down the hangar straight, who's now purpled the second sector because Josh Season 4, obviously he invalidated his lap time, so that means now Andrew has the fastest sectors at the moment, at least until someone else has beaten them. There we are, so he's looking very, very good. Here's actually the corner where Sebastian Vettel had crashed into Max Verstappen in the 2019 season. There was a nasty accident as well, but luckily both cars could go to the end. And Andrew Alpha is the first car to set a time of a 1:27.777. So it looks like this man's definitely got his luck with him today, because he's got his lucky number 7 today. That was a decent lap set by Andrew. I'm pretty sure back in F1 last year, times hit the 26s. So for F2, God. Yeah, I think it was a 1:26, so like 1:26.4.
Martin
I think it was the fastest time last year.
I just called him Martin. He's purple sector. He's done purple sector 3.
Oh, so Martin in his debut in RSF1. We'll stay on board with him. We'll give a little bit of screen time. Yeah, he's going through the final chicane in the third sector. Can Martin put himself up into a really good position in Q1? Because we will lose 2 cars. Can Martin do it? Yes, he can with 1:29.1. I think he might have just lost a little bit of time because he purpled the second sector. He might have lost it in the first or the third, but he's definitely the quickest guy in the second sector. But a decent lap so far from Martin Padge. We'll come back to him in a moment. Let's see who else is on the lap. Peppermeat is invalidated. Is that time? Yeah, actually, let's have a little pop down with Element into the chat.
It's just Unity saying evening, lads.
Evening, Unity Hush.
I'm gonna just say something quick. I hope.
Go for it.
Peppermeat is doing alright. He had a bit of an accident today at home, and he went to the hospital. He's back racing, which is great to see. Yeah, hopefully he's doing alright and he recovers well for the upcoming days. And yeah, hopefully he does alright today.
Yeah, I didn't know they had a bit of an incident.
Yeah.
Best wishes to Peppermeat to get better soon, and make sure he doesn't push himself. A nice, quick and speedy recovery. VR64. That helmet he's got, I really want to find that, but I don't know how you can get that. It's a very cool helmet.
Let's have a look at his helmet. Oh, his helmet.
It's actually got a pretty cool helmet. It's black and chrome.
Ooh. I like that.
But Man with the Cash and VR 40, VR 127.6. That's where'd that come from?
I don't know. Let's not talk about it.
Oh,
Man with the
God.
cash. Man with the catch.
Oh, there you are, Racing Jason. This man is definitely shown real consistency in season 1, and he's he's continued to show it in season 2.
No.
Man with the Cash goes fastest for 127.647. That's 2 hundredths faster than VR. So Man with the Cash is really doing really well. Peppermeat is just not having luck at the moment. Josh season 4 is back out on another lap. So we'll come back to Josh. But yeah, Schumacher, Josh, Peppermeat. Actually, let's go on to Shadow, the second rookie in the F2 division today, taking his step into the Williams. And it looks like he's the only Williams who will be racing for today in F2.
Right, I'm just watching Schumacher quickly. He's currently got purple sector 1.
I'll keep an eye on Shadow as well, see what he does as well.
Okay.
He's got a purple sector 1.
Oh, okay. Very quickly, while this lap's going on, Verstappen says frontline speed or frontline spray tonight, please. Well, not please, you said that. No. Dean says, come on, Toby. Exposed. Lols, come on, Shadow lad. RSF1 came up. Sup, Peps. Go on, Rocket. Oh, okay. Schumacher's got purple sector 2, but hello, boys. Yeah, let's see how Schumacher does. Schumacher's got some great pace. Just look, I've done some practice with him, and he was actually beating me. So I think he's going to be pretty good today.
Shadow has purpled the second sector as well. So Schumacher is doing good, but Shadow 27.3. But let's keep an eye on Shadow, because he's been nipping at Schumacher's heels and stealing his fastest sectors. Can Shadow do good in his debut in Q1 for Williams? He does! A 127.3. So that's a 3.01 when Schumacher did a 3.58. So for his debut lap in RSF1,
Shane,
Mr. T. Mr. T and Shane puts in time. Shane's of a 128.1 and Mr. T of a 127.5, but that's an impressive time by Shadow in his his debut in RSF1, and it's the same from Martin. Martin doing really well. Let's have a little look at Iox. He's now coming through the last corner.
Ooh.
Let's see what Iox goes P8. That's a very good lap. Now we've got Tomek Bresner. He's invalidated the lap.
But he's about to start one.
So stay on board with Tomek Bresner, because he's currently the only car that looks like he's actually out on the lap onto the fresh tyres. Because actually, no, we've got a couple of people on the tyres, haven't we?
Verstappen said, is it rain or dry? That's why I was asking. Lol, speed is dry, spray is wet. Oh my god.
Well, we haven't received any data in a like a weather report for the moment, so until anyone can supply us with one, we won't know for certain. Bresner has just gone fastest in the first sector, so Bresner is definitely looking like he is on for a charge. Because I think I remember Bresner was doing really well back in Austria, and then due to the cancellation, he's looking to make up for losing such great pace and form. Because I do admit, I was very bummed when that race went down and we couldn't actually finish it. So I had to figure out what to do with the rest of my evening.
Oh my god, what a save.
I didn't actually get to see that.
I was on board with him. And he's
still a second sector fastest with Tomek Bresner, even though he had a slight little moment. Bresner's still looking good, and now he's getting the toe off of DRM Marco. So it's definitely going to be interesting, because now he's getting that toe.
Here we go.
Last corner. Oh, P4. So he lost time in the final sector somewhere.
Lee. Fanatec Sir. Here we go then.
Jace Lee. Let's see what he can do. P7. A good lap from Jace Lee.
Nice. His teammate as well.
Actually, we've got another car coming. That's a Red Bull that's now beginning his flying lap. I think that's VR.
Yeah.
Yep, that's VR.
Is it VR's going
We'll
again?
go back
Here
to
comes his
VR in a
teammate Jace
second,
Lee
because
then.
at
What
Gribble-
can Jace Lee do quickly? Sorry, 10th. He gets it. Oh, Gribble Racer. Sorry, not Jason. What the hell? Yeah,
Gribble Racer
gets
gets
down
P10.
to 10th. Nice. Oh, Marco. Dear Marco's got the engine glitch thing. No.
Element.
Yo.
I've just noticed something. VR has just purpled the first sector.
Yeah.
So we could be seeing Red Bull fighting for today. But here's the serious question, though. Obviously, until we get provided a weather report, we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I just got told.
Oh,
Toby just dry race. The timing on that.
well, never mind. I was going to ask for a prediction on what you think the weather's going to be like, but if it's dry, then never mind. A second purple sector set by VR.
Not bad.
Stay on board with the Red Bull. He is on the charge, and it looks like his teammate Andrew Alpha up ahead is actually about to begin a lap, and he's following up behind a McLaren. It looks like Jace Lee.
So JC's going for another lap. Here comes VR.
All P4. He lost time in the final sector. The fastest first and second, and just lost some really valuable time. We've got a Ferrari out on board right. Yeah, actually no, we've got Rapid Sprays, his closest, nearing the final chicane.
Let's see then.
Oh, loses a little bit there. He had to correct it.
He gets 9 though.
P9 even.
Here comes
with that
Brundle as well, his
mistake.
teammate. Let's see what
Brundle's
they
looking
can
for
do.
redemption after season 1. Back in Maggots and Beckett's in
11.
season 1. He goes P11. He's still looking good. There's 2 laps though, and this track is actually quite straining on the soft tyre. Don't you agree?
Yeah, it's a soft to medium strategy. This race. That's what I would say.
Martin Page is done a 1:28.7, so he has improved on his previous time, but is currently sitting in P16 in the, don't mean to talk like football, but in the relegation zone, basically. So he'll be out in Q1 if he doesn't find a better time than a 1:28. Oh, it looks like he's got a car behind him. Peppermeat is invalidated again, but this is on his outlap, so it doesn't fully matter. Oh, Andrew Alpha goes P5 after setting a really good lap.
Nice.
Who's out on another lap?
Jace Lee or Real Racer. Real Racer's on a lap. And then Shane.
Let's see who's closest. Peppermeat actually looks like he's about to begin his lap. There you go. I'll let you go on board with Peppermeat.
I don't know the actual track, so can you do it?
Well, you don't have to do the corner names, but if you want me to do them, I'll.
Yeah, because you know the corner names. That sounds better.
Okay, well, let's see where he is.
Thank you.
He's now approaching. Yeah, he's now going down the Wellington Straight. Yeah, let's stay on board of him. Into Brookfield. No, Brooklands, sorry. Into Brooklands we go. Then Luffield. This is where we saw really good battling, actually, between Hamilton and Bottas last year. Now into Woodcote. Still looking very good at the moment. Very good pace shown by Peppermeat. Now into Copse. This is very, very deceiving, because if you get the line a little bit too wide, you then exceed the track limits. Down into Maggots and Beckett's. Still looking, a bit wide in going through into Chapel. Now down the hanger straight. Let's see what Peppermeat can do though, as he's now going to throw the car into Stowe. Still looking very good.
He's backed out.
Well, as he goes into Vale and then Club, Peppermeat will finish the lap, but I don't think it's going to be as good as he hoped it to be. As Peppermeat crosses the line, P17.
As long as he's got enough fuel, we'll be fine.
It's definitely looking a bit choppy for Peppermeat now.
Yeah. Schumacher's on lap.
Oh, Schumacher's now approaching Maggots and Beckett's. Brundle's retired in P12. It could be too preemptive for Brundle. Into Chapel goes Schumacher. A hanger straight.
He's down on his time. He doesn't improve. Um,
The Stowe. It's hard to say because if he can find the real improvement
Nope.
in the final set, Schumacher's not going in. I think he's happy in P2. But PWR Shadow, in his debut, has a pretty good time. It looks like he's taken the top of the field and Schumacher just can't beat it.
no, exactly. The real racers up there as well. I've got a real racer. Got third. He was down 10th earlier.
Well, Josh is coming back out for another lap down the Wellington straight. So let's see what the Mercedes can do. Currently sitting in P13. And Brooklands and Luffield to Woodcote. He will go in just a moment. He's actually got a car tailing behind him. That might be the Renault of Shane. Yeah, into Cops. He invalidated his lap time when he was the first car out here, but it looks like he's not doing it now. He's staying on the ball. Now through Maggots into Beckett's. Oh! Oh my god! Oh! That is Josh out of the session! On Maggots and Beckett's, we lose to Mr. On a 127 dead set by the man with the cash. But Josh just lost it on Maggots and Beckett's, and after he just got that slight bit of oversteer, he just became a passenger. Just became a passenger in that.
Oh, it's so unfortunate for Josh.
Well, it's the end of Q1, and currently as it sits, Man with the Cash sits P1, PWR Shadow P2, and Schumacher P3. But Josh is out of the session due to terminal damage and will start at the back of the grid in the race. But can Martin and Peppermeat get themselves out of this tight area? Shane remains the 13th fastest car on the grid. Iox 14th, who's currently on a lap. To stay on board with... Actually, no, Iox looks like he's about to finish in P5. Iox is definitely safe.
Shane is in big trouble here.
Shane is in danger. Actually, let's go on board with Peppermeat because he's the next car that looks like he's about to finish a lap time.
Yeah, let's see then.
Scary, scary stuff. Element, I'll let you take it away with the remaining cars of Q1.
Go on then, here we go, Peppermeat. He's going to cross the line. Can he get himself out? Oh, no he can't. No he can't, He didn't improve. Oh, that is absolutely horrendous to see. Who's next? XX Rapid Sprays there. Kenny, he's after session as well. I'll invite him back soon. Rapid Sprays, let's see what he can do. Can he get himself? Oh, second. Nice.
P2.
Nice. And here comes Martin then, the last one to set a time. Can he push Shane out? No, he can't. Oh, so Martin, Peppermeat, and Josh are out.
That's unlucky for Josh, who crashed to Maggots and Beckett's. Martin on his debut, and Peppermeat after having a bit of a bad day, to say the least, and then starting at the back of the grid. Oh, we got a bit of a funny camera there, spectating Iox. After having a bad day at the very least, Peppermeat falling at the back of the grid. So that is the... well, thank you, Element, for taking it away at the end. So let's go over the classification for Q1. Again, Man with the Cash, P1. Rapid Sprays, P2. And Shadow in third in the Williams. And that's a really good time. And then the cars knocked out, as Element has said, Josh, Martin, and Pepper.
We get...
I think we should get... Well, we'll get Martin in. It's his first race.
I don't want to see his bloody super license, you tit.
But yeah, that is the classification for Q1. Now we get into Q2. And as
what was his name? I could not read it. Oh my god.
Martin Padge. It should be in your recently met list.
Oh yeah, why am I writing it out? You tit.
So Q2 now, 14 cars due to losing Josh. That means it's one less car. There's 4 cars to be knocked out of the session from P11 to 14th. So we'll keep an eye out for the strategies that's been played, but it looks like mainly it's the medium runners.
Yeah. You could either softs at the start is really good because you can pull away from the start of the race and then sort of make the gap for when you go on the mediums. So it's all up to what the guys think and what the guys want to do for the race, isn't it? It's all up to them.
Exactly. Well, we'll have a little wait and see who comes out first, but we're going to definitely see a lot of mixed strategies, mixed ideas and what people will try and do. Yeah, let's see the
Of course, Shane's by himself
Renault in that
right now
appearance.
because what's his name? His teammate. What is his teammate? He was my teammate last season. What is it? RSF1 Seal. That's it. um, he bought a new wheel and it didn't work. So he's gonna buy a new one now. Bless him.
Well, it looks like Martin might not be accepting the invite.
Nope.
So let's go to Peppermeat if he's available.
I'll invite him. See what. Maybe.
So Shane is the first car on a lap at the moment. If Peppermeat or Josh doesn't, well, we'll get Peppermeat in, and if Peppermeat doesn't join, then we'll get Josh in. Oh, then one Peppermeat is in. So an onboard we'll have to wait till later on. Peppermeat, welcome to the virtual comms box, and make sure your audio is ticked.
Yeah.
All right, so Peppermeat, bit of a rough start for today's race, the back of the grid. But knowing you, you're definitely going to make sure that you keep your head down and get some good racing. How do you feel you're going to try and do for the race today?
Well, I'm going to go all in for the race. I have to now. I couldn't put a lap together. I kept invalidating that maggots, trying to go flat, and it wasn't working. So that's why I was 16th, I think it was. I don't even remember. I lagged out after.
17th, I'm afraid.
Oh, right. Great.
Well, also from the obviously you don't have to go into it if you don't want to, but Element had informed me that unfortunately you have a bit of a bad day, to say the least. You've had a bit of an incident at home. Luckily you're at home and resting. Do you feel that's going to affect your performance of today?
No.
Good.
You're not going to let that stop you?
No, it's not stopping me at all. My fingers are fine. Ladies.
It never gets old. Doing comms, or I don't even remember the podcast days. Peppermeat.
Yeah.
But how do you? I know you're going to try and get your head down, but what's your goal for today? Where are you hoping to try and finish for today?
Top 5.
You want to try and go for a top 5 finish? Ooh.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye out for it. It's a dry race, so you've got no nasty surprises with the rain.
Well, yeah. Hopefully I don't have any nasty surprises that throwing one if someone breaks when they shouldn't or something. I don't
know. Element, any questions for Peppermeat while we're going?
No, just hope that you have a great race and wish you all the best.
Cheers, appreciate it.
And hope you you heal well from your little accident you had. No, but good luck, mate. For tonight's race. Maybe we'll see you at the end as well.
Hopefully, yeah.
Right.
Thank you very much, Pepper.
In a bit.
And to have a little look at the times while we was chatting with Peppermeat, Shane goes top of the table currently with a 1:28.2, currently the only car to have set a lap time. We've got other cars going out on track. We've got the man with the cash actually is now approaching the final chicane. Now round the last corner, can the man with the cash get a good lap in?
Yeah.
34.4, he made a mistake somewhere. He's definitely not going to be happy at that. He is definitely going to be looking to do better. A 28.4 set by Ioaks. And we've got a Ferrari coming around the last corner of Brundle. That's actually that's not Brundle, it's Rapid Sprays. No, it's Bresner. Oh, the reds are really just confusing because, mixing them in. But Brundle has invalidated his lap time. But yeah, it's looking a bit interesting at the moment. We'll wait and see what the drivers can bring, but yeah, definitely mediums. We've got no hard runners. I would have thought someone might want to go to the hards.
No, hards around here. That's race over.
Going into Brooklands there, we're on board with Bresner. He met with DRM Marco, who was slowing on the apex, and it forced Tomic Bresner to actually back off the lap. So Bresner's not going to be happy at that, and he's going to have to go back around and get another lap in.
Yeah. Primus, could you quickly just take over? I'm gonna be right back.
No worries, mate. No worries. I'll
Thank you.
stay on board. A 27.9 set by PWR Shadow once again in P1 with the fastest time of the session. We'll have to. Oh, man, with a catch 27.8. Nice, nice, nice. So a 2-lap old mediums. But the thing is he needs to make sure that he doesn't go out of Q1. Otherwise, those 2 laps on those mediums have warned them for nothing. 24 viewers, by the way. I'd like to thank you very much for the 24 viewers. Let's have a look at see who's now crossing the line. Oh, Atomic Bresnan is now actually re-beginning his flying lap. But it looks like we've got both the Red Bull about to begin their lap. What about the McLaren? Agreeable Race is not out on the track at the moment. Jay Slee is on his out lap. We've got a Racing Point, but it looks like he's going into the pits. We've got a Haas. Yep, that's the Haas of Toby. I thought I saw Haas, well, a car that's on a lap somewhere. But yeah, Mr. T and Tabitzi are both on the charge. Schumacher on his out lap. Oh, looks like we've got a car that's gone wide down into Cobbs, which is PWR Shadow. Yeah, and the Maggots and Beckett's goes Mr. T. Oh! Mr. T's lost in the same place where Josh lost it, but just managed to avoid hitting the wall. Oh, very, very fortunate for Mr. T to have saved it. But that means these mediums are definitely suffered now. Too much heat in those tyres will cause excessive wear, as well as getting the debris on the tyres from the grass and the gravel. So, good save from Mr. T. But that's definitely going to harm his tyre life now for the race. So we'll have to wait and see what Mr. T can pull out. In his well, not in his debut, but in his first real race where he commanded last year in Season 1 in Racing Point, he actually ordered a takeaway. Oh, a 27.6 from Atomic Bresnan. That was a really good lap in there. And to finish off my story, Tabitzi was so far in the lead in F4 that he got bored and ordered a takeaway. So maybe no takeaways for this man today. And we'll go on board with VR46 in the Red Bull. Sadly, no 007 livery that was given to the real-life Red Bull cars. Round the last corner we go with VR. And a P4. Very, very good.
Hello, I'm back.
Hello, Element. Welcome back.
Hello. Right. What's happening then? I saw a Haas go sideways. What happened there?
Mr. T, same place where Josh lost it in Maggots. Almost
got lucky.
He very, very lucky not to have sustained heavy damage. Managed to slow down enough before the last corner. Jay Slee, 6th fastest.
No one's on the softs. Every single person's on the medium. Schumacher is now coming across. And let's see what he can set. Can he get himself into pole? 127.6 from his teammate. Can he take that off him? And he doesn't.
Oh, just about missed.
Yeah. We have Dean Wreck. He says, Toby, what are you playing at?
Well, Toby is having to resort to going onto the soft compound tyre because with that spin, nearly hitting the wall, it's definitely harmed his tyres. So he's going to have to go for a more aggressive start for the strategy, but he needs to get through into Q3 and get a good position there.
Got some people on the soft, sorry. Here we go.
Yeah, but it looks like PWR Shadow is actually now jumping onto the softs, even though he's done a really good time in P4. There's still 5 minutes left of the session. He's 4th fastest, so
anything could happen.
He might actually just be waiting. It's like
just in case it's
a safe. Yeah, exactly. If he's getting close to being knocked out, he can quickly get back out and set a good time. But we'll have to wait and see with that. Rapid Sprays is looking very good through Maggots and Beckett's, and actually did the 2nd fastest sector in the Ferrari. So could we be seeing the Ferrari fans of RSF1, go mad after seeing a Ferrari maybe take the top spot for today in Q2? We'll keep on board of him as he goes through the final chicane, round club, the last corner. Can Rapid Sprays get himself a good position? Oh, he goes fastest of a 127.4.
Oh my god.
The
his team
Tifosi
is
of
about to start a lap.
RSF1 should be going absolutely berserk.
Oh no, Brundle
After
just set a lap.
seeing
Brundle is 10th.
P10. Brundle's definitely having a bit of an issue. We'll go... Actually, who's looking like they're about to set another time? Schumacher? No, Schumacher's going in. He's ran out of fuel. I think we've got DRM Marco, who's on an out lap. Brundle, who it looks like he's on an in lap. Same with Rapid Sprays. Who's actually on a lap? Oh, Andrew. Agreeable? Yeah, Agreeable Race is definitely on a lap.
Yeah.
Three
Right,
cops.
I'll tell you what, mate. The Ferrari's looking quick. The two Alphas, PWR, man with the cash. That's so many people that could win tonight, couldn't they? Oh, Marco! Oh, Marco's out.
Oh no! Has he crashed out altogether?
Yeah, he's out. He broke his wheel.
Oh,
go on board with
one
Agreeable
car
Racer.
out
You
of the
can see it.
session. Agreeable Racer, actually, sorry to butt in. Second fastest sector.
Quarter. Actually, no.
Oh,
that's alright.
so unlucky
I think-
for DRM Marco.
No!
Oh, P2! Agreeable Racer! P2! Astounding
gonna
lap from the
hurt.
McLaren.
That's really gonna hurt for DRM Marco. Coming out of the right hand, I don't know what it's called. He just lost the back end completely, and he was just a passenger
sector.
like Josh.
Near the end of the lap?
Yeah, it was literally about to finish his lap. Like, you know, the right hander coming off the straight.
Stowe. He crashed in Stowe.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, unlucky. Well, currently right now, no cars are on
Here
the
we go.
track except for Agreeable Racer. Actually, no, we've got a Red Bull who's now
VR.
etching his way onto the field. Yep, it's VR. So currently the drivers that are in danger of being knocked out are RSF1 Brundle, Iox and Tabitzi. DRM Marco is already out of the session, so he will not be taking part in Q3.
Oh, what happened to
and will
Schumacher?
have to be starting.
Oh, okay. They
Schumacher retired from the session.
Okay. Wait, very quickly. Karun, I will give you a game after this. So stop pestering me. Like he's been asking me for like the whole week just to give me a game of FIFA. And I'm telling him no, but he just keeps asking me every single time, and now he's just asking me on the Twitch channel.
Well, it looks like someone's eager to do some gaming.
Yeah, he likes him, doesn't he?
Well,
Right,
everyone's
Brundle's
now
retired. He could
retired.
have gone
Oh,
out.
Brundle's
Set another lap.
retired?
thought
So
he was
right
retired.
now, Tabitzi needs to do better than a 128.2 on the softs to get into Q3.
I think he's got it in the bag.
It looks like most of the field, actually, from what I can see, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 cars. No, Iox can't do it. Iox won't be able to get back out in time. Shadow is safe. He's making it into Q3.
I don't know.
Only, well, Iox can't go out onto the track anymore. He will not
Right.
make it.
Here we go then. Here we go then. Here we go then.
It looks like VR's going in as well. He doesn't need to do a safety lap on the softs.
Shane. Oh.
Shane's doing the same.
They
So
all
the
do
only
same.
car that could really
It's
do
just Toby
it
that's gonna...
is Mr. And Shane, being in P9, he's safe. He doesn't need to go back out. Toby is the only person that needs to set a lap to get himself out of this position. So Iox is out of Q2. Tomek Bresner is the only other car that's in a session with Mr. T, who's in the pits in 3rd position. So the track is all for Mr. T. It has all come to this. It is Q2 over. So now going into the Wellington straight, can Tabitzi do a good lap to secure himself a decent position and on the fastest tyre compound?
We didn't get purple sector
Brooklands,
1.
he goes fastest first sector, and he's not been impeded by any dirty air. And now he's going into Luffield. He's looking very, very good. Now, here we go. On the power, going through into Woodcott. Don't want to get too much of that line there on the right. Otherwise, that will apparently count as a corner cut. I'm going to validate, even though it's quite harsh. Now down the Cops. Oh, still looking very good for Mr. T. Oh, he almost loses the back end, but he saves it, and he keeps the momentum going. Into Maggots and Beckett's he goes. He previously span out here. Not now. He's looking much better.
Yeah, he should be doing very well.
The hanger straight.
Keep it going.
Interesting. Fastest second sector. Into
Yeah,
Stowe.
he is on the soft serve, remember, so he should get through with ease, but you never know, do you, until the fact he sings.
Into Vale, the final chicane. And then Mr. T going through club on the soft compound tyre.
Second.
Goes second fastest. He has definitely made it into Q3. And
Who
that
does
means
that push
Jay
down?
Slee is out of Q2.
Slee.
So that was an interesting qualifying session. So, yeah, I'll let you go over the drivers that are out.
So the people that are out are in 14th is the Marco and Toro. So unfortunately, you've crashed out. 13th is his teammate Ajax in the other Toro. Brundle 12th in the Ferrari, and Jace Lee in the McLaren in 11th. To be honest, Brundle, he had a great race last season around here. Should we get him in and see what he's thinking?
Yeah, let's get Brundle in.
Oh. Yeah, last season he had he had made a mistake last season right at the end on the last corner or something like that, and apparently Magic Marks took the win. But this season he's out in Q2. Let's see if he joins.
And to go over the top three quickly with you guys, in P3 was a group racer in Q2, and then P2 was Tabitzi, and then in P1 was Rapid Sprays. So definitely an interesting grid. But if Mr. T can secure himself a really good position for Q3, he could be looking good for the start.
Yeah, if Mr. T can start around P2, P3, and just get clear of the top two, the other top two who are on the medium, and then just run away with it in the first stint, he could do pretty well in the second stint on the mediums.
And we'd like to give a warm welcome to RSF1 Brundle in the virtual comment box, who
Why
make sure
me?
you included your audio, mate.
Why
Because
me? Of all the people to pick.
because you retired. You retired quite early in the session, to be honest. So we figured you might have had a plan.
Is it best to say that the current plan is a bit not going to plan,
Risque?
shall we say? The plan I had is not going to plan.
Well, P12 for your start. You know, I mean, if you've lost out on Plan A, you've got to have a Plan B for yourself.
Well, plan B is fresh tyres and see what I can do, make my way through the field. Fingers crossed, keeping it clean in the first lap or so. Just a couple of mistakes, really. I was lucky I even got a lap in after I dropped it on the first corner. But yeah, it's just mistakes are creeping in qualifying lately, and I don't know what really is going on, because it's the start of the season, if you remember, I've been okay qualifying. I got through the Q3 safely. It's just now I'm struggling. I don't know what it is, but I'll get there.
Your race ain't over, even though you're starting in the midfield. It's also a very good position to pounce, because if anything happens in front of you, you're the one who's going to be looking good for any positions gained. But what are you looking at? Medium tyre or a hard tyre start, considering you've got the freedom of choice?
That would be telling.
So you're keeping your cards close to your chest.
Yeah, but I think you guys, both of you know the kind of the ideal strategy around here. And it is dry, by the way. It's a dry race, so ideal strategy. You kind of know what it is. Yeah, as you say, my race isn't over. My starts are normally quite good. I just need to make as much place as I can. Tabitzi, as you were saying as I was coming in, Tabitzi's the kind of the odd one out here, because I don't know what strategy he's going with starting on softs, because every person I've talked to said do not start on softs no matter what, because they just wear out completely. So I don't know what he's doing. It'll be interesting. I just hope Schumacher doesn't qualify well, because if he does, then I'm going to have to be desperate to get a good race result.
Well, we'll also have to talk about your teammate, Rapid Sprays. took top of the table in Q2. How are you feeling for Ferrari today? Both you and Rapid Sprays. Do you feel you could both bring home some good points today?
What can I say? He's rapid today.
But there's no spray because it's all dry.
It's
So
rain.
just
Well,
Rapid
apparently,
today.
rain.
It's
rain.
it's really cloudy right now.
It's raining.
Yeah.
It's raining.
It's
Oh
raining.
dear, yeah. I can see running water going down Mr. T's car, but it doesn't look like it might affect the races yet. Rapid Sprays are 126.9.
Go rapid.
I remember that was the F1 lap set last year.
Now we're gonna herd. How would you say, Promise?
I'll leave you to it.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh.
Brundle, I wish you all the best for the race, and hopefully you don't start in the cars because you'll be really just ruining your race. But
I'll do my best.
no, just good luck on it, and we might see you at the end.
Okay.
All right. Good luck, mate.
Actually, Brundle, before you go,
Ooh.
quick question. Prediction for the top 3.
Qualifying, you mean? Or race?
Yeah.
Quali.
As it's raining, Rapid's pole, Brazina second, Shane third. That ain't gonna change now.
Oh.
You feel it's going to stay there?
That's not gonna change now. Look, it's raining. It's raining. Everyone else that hasn't set laps, that's it. Apart from maybe
Okay.
VR and Shadow.
Schumacher's
possibly,
not even
but
out
yeah.
of the pits yet. Oh my god.
Oh dear.
He
If
validated
Schumacher
his
doesn't
first
get
lap.
out soon and this
Am I doing your
rain
job?
worsens.
He validated his first lap.
Thank you very much. Oh, Andrew Alpha, third
Right.
fastest.
Good luck,
Set
Brundle.
Shane
See you in a
down.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll speak to you in a bit, Brundle. Good luck
Bye.
in your race today. Element, going on from the same question I asked Brundle, what would be your prediction for the top 3?
I would have to say the top 3 would have to be Rapid Sprays, VR, maybe Shadow, top 2. I just can't actually know because them two are currently on the lap. I don't see them improving with this sort of weather.
VR has actually gone fastest in the first sector, so we can definitely not rule
I
out
don't
the
know.
Red Bull.
I
Andrew
don't know.
sitting in P3, Rapid Spray sitting in pole, but can VR do good? The rain is worsening, so these guys need to get out on a lap immediately, otherwise they could miss out, and we could see DRS maybe get disabled, because look how quick the rain is coming down. So VR needs to get this done. Going through the second sector, he didn't go fastest though, so he lost a little bit of time in the second sector. He's definitely the fastest in the first, not the second, but can he do good in the third?
Right then, here we go then. He's gonna come into this left-hander and then into a double right-hander to finish his lap off. He's run out of VRS. Can he set a good lap? He gets 7.
Oh, P7.
No,
He
the
lost a
track
lot
is
of
just
time
way
in that
too
second
wet for it.
sector.
This track is just too wet.
I
Shane
think
was on a lap.
Schumacher might have left it too late.
If he has and he starts near Brundle, this could be perfect because he's going to be starting on used mediums, whereas Brundle's going to be on absolutely brand spanking new mediums.
We'll have to keep an eye out because look at that spray really coming down. Schumacher really having to cope with all this rain, but he's praying that the DRS remains enabled until he finishes his lap. If it gets disabled while he's halfway through, it could end in tears. Well, not literally, but Schumacher could really be seeing a bad way. It looks like the man with the cash is not really seeing the point in really finishing because I think the rain is just worsening.
Shane's retired,
Shane is
yeah.
retired in P4 as well.
Man
Yeah, I
with
think
cash.
the drivers are now starting to say, this ain't worth it. I can't go faster. The conditions have literally just deadlocked the front three. So right now Rapids is on top, Bresner second, Andrew in third. So definitely good for Andrew Alpha, who had a very bad miss out on Austria. A little bit wide going in the cops. Invalidated. Looks like Schumacher might miss out because if the rain disables DRS, he might have just missed his perfect opportunity. Oh, this is interesting, Brundle. Element. I had Brundle in here. Be quiet. I was still talking to him as well, but he had to leave because
Wow.
he's getting ready to prep himself for the race. But Mr. T is back out on another lap. Element, I'll let you take it away.
Okay, then here we go. Then Toby. Oh my God, what a save! What a save anyway. Coming into this right-hander, now into the double left to go into the back straight. He's going to have DRS this time. VR retires from the session. Oh my God, oh my God. He's had to go into AI to save that, but anyway, he's still going. They're still going. Sixth at the moment. He is aquaplaning everywhere. Like, you can literally see where the hell he's just drifting across the track. Oh my God, look at him there, saving it again. It's just he has to go down to sixth. Oh, it's just not going to be but, you know, I think he's going to
Yeah, I think he's
yeah.
no, he's not valid, but it looks like
He's just can't improve, can he?
And it looks like PWR Shadow might not. Oh my God, he almost lost it the same place he lost it in Q2.
Oh my God.
Mr. T saves it, going through Maggots and Beckett's. So, you know, speak of Shadow, doesn't look like Shadow might go out. I think Shadow's going to stay in the pits and go for P10 in the race start on his debut, which is still good. He made it into Q3, but at the moment, VR is in P7, Shane in P4. Actually, Alpha, Andrew Alpha on his flying lap lost it immediately going through Abbey, so it's definitely not a good start for Red Bull this lap, but Andrew Alpha.
Who was he going through? Abbey? Who's that?
Abbey. Yeah, the first corner's Abbey.
Oh, was it? I didn't know that.
But he went through it, he lost the back end, and he went into the slip road and managed to save it. So, very good save there from Andrew Alpha. I think some drivers are just trying to see if they could wait it out as much as they can before the conditions could change. But it doesn't look like if anyone tries to go onto the track, they might not make it. So, I think that's Q3 for the moment.
Yeah, Andrew is it. Don't retire on the track. Don't retire. Please don't retire on the track.
You're doing donuts? Oh, Andrew Alpha retired on the track, but it doesn't look like there's going to be any other car to come out. The car's pulled over onto the slip road.
I've recorded just in case. I don't know.
Well, anyways, so Element, let's go over classification for Q3.
Well then, yeah. In 10, PWR Shadow. In 9th is Schumacher. Unlucky there. I bet you Brundle's currently smiling. He's got a smile from ear to ear. 8th is Man with the Cash. 7th is VR. 6th is Toby. 5th, Agreeable Racer. 4th is Shane. That's a good... Here we go, DRS disabled. Yeah. Shane... Oh, actually... I can see there's some... The clouds are starting to open up a little bit if you see on the sky. But anyway, Shane on the soft starting 4th, that's great for him. Andrew Alpha on his debut, great start. P3 for the Red Bulls. Brezina, great comeback from a couple of races. He hasn't been doing perfectly, so P2. And Rapids Praise, he gets pole round here. He hasn't been quite up there this season in every race. Hopefully this race he can make up for it.
Top of the table in Q2 and 3. So we could be seeing a very good day for Ferrari. And as you can see, lads, on the screen, if you wanted to see the times exactly, there is a classification. But it's very, very interesting. So British driver on top at his home Grand Prix. What's the flag for Brezina?
Czech Republic.
So we have a British driver on top, someone from the Czech Republic, and a Scottish driver rounding off the top 3. So, interesting, top 3. Agreeable Racer, is that Wales?
Surely you know your flags.
Hey, I got G in geography in high school. I did very crap in geography.
I'm very good at flags because I play Ultimate Team on FIFA. I've got to know everything.
So you'll only know, like, if GCSEs weren't cancelled and you was in geography, you'd just be like, what country is this? Oh, that's where Lionel Messi used to play in the World Cup.
I just know about the
Argentina.
flags. I'm very good at countries because I know the flags. Anyway,
Well, we are now in the transition period. So for anyone who's new to RSF1 or to F1 in general, or for mainly league racing, the transition period between the end of Q3 to the formation lap is where the drivers will go over their strategies as well as their setups. Obviously, Parc Fermé has been enabled, so really barely any changes can be made to the setup. Drivers will also go over strategy on who will have priority, so first and second driver. So it's definitely going to be an interesting one. And 23 viewers, especially with, I'm not going to say any names of the events because we don't want to lose these guys. But with how many online events are going on, 23 viewers, it's very, very good. So thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in.
yeah, 100%. Hopefully we can get some more for the race. Right, Brando, Primus. Let me quickly just go. I'm gonna quickly pop to the loo before the race, okay? I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
Righty dokie, mate. Righty dokie. I was hoping to maybe do an interview of PWR Shadow, but I don't think we'll be able to make it for the interview because we could be starting at any given moment. So PWR Shadow, I would like to give you an interview, buddy, but I don't know if we could do it. So we'll have to give it a little bit more time. Have to give it a little bit more. So right now we just have to wait and see. I don't have access to the chat right now, so if you guys have anything you'd like to ask me or Element, please drop it down in the chat, and I'll have Element check it out in a brief moment. But it's very quiet, so good to see. Okay, so definitely quiet. Definitely quiet. Element. But after that brief little pause, could you check the chat just to see what anyone's saying? Just go over some questions or hear what people are saying about their results.
Camo saying Primus give us a wave. That's all we've had.
Oh, I'm waving. Say it. My neighbours are looking at me like I'm stupid.
The neighbours. Oh man, right, here we go. I forgot to get my water. Right. I went downstairs and forgot my water. Oh my god.
The one thing you needed.
I'm really annoyed now. I can't be bothered to walk downstairs now. It's such a trek. Right. Let's go, Brundle. Let's get this show on the road, please. Gruntas Trophy. Do you guys reckon the F1 2020 game will be delayed?
Grantastrophe, actually. I think he was in F2 last. No, it was in F4. That's hard to say. Because, yes, the actual season may have been delayed, but I don't know if Codemasters would delay it. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, Codemasters normally rely on the season to start so they can get their info on the drivers, the cars, the tracks as well, so they can sort it all out, can't they? Like for example, the new tracks out this year. If they do delay the game, it wouldn't surprise me. If I'm being honest with you. So yeah. Here we go, Brundle. Is readied up. Probably. I've got 23 seconds. I got enough time. Yeah, but I really need water.
Well, I'll start the formation lap when it gets there, and I'll let you finish off from where where I finish off. Yeah. In the meantime, we will be beginning the formation lap in 3 seconds. There we go. Going into the formation lap, we'll start from the back. So Peppermeat rounds off the back of the grid in P17 with Martin Page in 16th in his debut. Josh Season 4 on the Mercedes is in P15 after his crash. DRM Marco also having an incident in Q2. We're starting in P14. Iox P13, his teammate as well. So both Toro Rossos in the midfield. Brundle, who was not looking forward to having Schumacher starting too far away from him, is in P12. Definitely looking good. Jace Lee, P11 in the McLaren, just missing out in Q2 after Tabitzi set a really good time and set him up into Q3. PWR Shadow, his debut in the race, will be starting in P10 in the Williams. Schumacher, P9 in
back.
the Alfa Romeo. I'll let you carry on from onto P8.
From what? I'll do the top 10 then quickly. In P10 is PWR Shadow in the Williams. In 9th, we have RSF1 Schumacher in the Alfa Romeo. In 8th, we have Manwit Takach in the Racing Point. Oh my god. In 7th, we have VR46 in the Red Bull. In
You sound
6th,
like you're related to Jeremy Clarkson. In the
in 6th, we have Toby in the Haas. In 5th, we have Agreeable Racer in the McLaren. He's very close to Shane. In 4th, we have Shane in the Renault. In 3rd, we have Andrew Alpha in the Red Bull. In 2nd, we have Tomek Brezina in the Alfa Romeo. In pole is XX Rapid Sprays Z in the Ferrari.
Thank you very much, Element. Also, well done on making it back on time to finish off the formation lap and doing the top 10. So we will now begin round 10 of F2. It gets underway right now because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go for the British Grand Prix. Looks like some people got a slow start going into turn 1. So it looks like it's a very good battle immediately as Sabitzi, VR and Mamadakash gets a really good run into turn 1. Rapid Sprays stays in the lead. Tomic Preston second. Andrew Alpha third. Shane fourth. Looks like we have a contact with Agreeable Racer and the safety car is deployed.
The two Renault, the two McLarens, and Martin.
DRM Marco has received a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision with DRM Marco. Oh, sorry, Brundle, sorry.
He collisioned with himself.
Yeah, he hit himself. Schumacher got off very good because before the safety car actually got P6. So he's already made up 3 positions. Brundle's made up 2, however, so Brundle's not been completely left out. This is actually going to be extremely harsh on the soft compound tyre runner because people like Mr. T, he's looking to make an aggressive start with these tyres. And if he can't get a really good start, he's actually lost that risk that he took in Q2. He might as well have just not have gotten into Q3 because needing to start on those softs meant he had to push with all of his might to get a good position before the transition onto the second compound, which would be the mediums for him. But now, it's completely nullified.
I'm going to be honest. If I was Toby right now, I would pit for the hards and go to the end.
But could he take the hards out on 25 laps? From lap 1 to 26?
Because the mediums can easily do 20 laps.
Doesn't look like he wants to, though. He's staying out as the Q's trying to catch the safety car. Let's have a little look at Agreeable Racer. Let's see how much damage he sustained, because it's definitely a contact between teammates.
I mean, the cash
Jace Lee is actually going into the pits. It looks like quite a few people might have sustained damage during the opening lap.
Oh, no.
Definitely damage wing for Jace Lee and Agreeable Racer. Oh, and they might not be able to get the double stack to work out, depending on how that goes, if Jace Lee needs a wing change.
Jace Lee's going for the hard
wing change. Oh! Jace Lee and the Man with the Cash are going for the hard compound tyre, and due to the safety car, they don't have to push those tyres too hard. Actually, McLaren just made the double stack work, even though, unfortunately, they will be losing time. Peppermeat has lagged out the session, so Peppermeat's AI is now on the track.
Get him in. Of course, it's like the hack that we had, isn't it? So people might be leaving accidentally. It's not even their fault.
Yeah, the hack is really done in Xbox's servers. You know, it's horrible to see because we want to see some racing, and not everyone's had luck. And also due to the severe amount of people, you know, the large amount in isolation going online, you know, because there's nothing else they can do while stuck inside their house. You know, go online or anything like that. It's to be expected when a large volume of people can cause a little bit of an effect, an affecting on the servers. And also, I'd like to just say that you know, following in the news and everything that's happened, unfortunately, the sad images of what I've seen of victims in Italy who have fallen due to the virus. They can't even be properly sent off by the families because even though they have passed away, they're actually still quarantined. So massive sympathies I've got to give to the people in Spain and everywhere else that have suffered majorly due to the outbreak of the virus. Tabitsy's now going in, but yeah, we'd want everyone on RSF1 wants to.
Oh my god, Tabitsy's ruined his race.
For everyone. Well, if he goes onto the hards, like you said, he might be able to salvage.
We'll see them.
And he's not got any damage, so he's not going to be in the pits long.
Oh, what the hell?
I think Mr. T might be lagging a little bit.
For me, he just did like 100 kilometers an hour. What?
In the pit stop.
What the hell just happened?
Hey? What happened?
What the hell just happened? He literally, right, just pulled in to get his tyres changed. Yeah, the pit crew were coming out of the garage. Yeah, and then when they were all ready to start doing the job. Yeah, he just went out on the hard.
Looks like Mr. T might be lagging a little bit, but he's not dead last. He's P16, so he's got some work to do.
We have Vittel saying hello there. RSF1 Racing. I'm gonna say that's Junior, Rough Star, Connor Todd. They don't get starts like F4. Vittel says hello, Primus. Hello, Element. Hello, Vittel, you tit. RSF1 Racing. Junior again. 1 lap too late. I think so, yeah. I think if he did it earlier, he's going to have the freshest tyre. But the safety car will be coming in this lap because everyone's now behind the safety car.
Regardless, I'd say even if Mr. T pitted a lap earlier, he still would have been kind of far down the pecking order of the grid.
Yeah, but I think he wouldn't have been as down because Jace Lee and Josh and Man with the Cash had to change their wings.
But even though that happened, he's not out of it because everyone is still bunched. No severe penalties other than DRM Marco.
Right then, your top 4, your top 10 is Rapid Sprays, Brazina, Andrew Alpha, Shane, Schumacher, VR, PWR, Shadow, Brundle, Marco, and Oaks. I don't know.
Oh dear! The Bitsy and Agreeable Racer both got penalties.
So that's it. Alright then, here we go.
Oh, and Agreeable's collected damage.
Oh, that's going to hurt. Well, Rapid Sprays is away. He is going to pull away. Are they all going to respond well? Oh, they do actually. The top 4.
Here we go.
Got a good gap. Schumacher's fallen behind a little bit. What's happening down the field? Not a lot, really. No, everyone's just single filing, which is good to see. Shane gets a little bit
Green
wide.
flags.
Last corner.
It looks like Bresna's going to get looked at by Andrew Alpha. So a swap of teammates between the Toro Rosso. So going into the restart, we've got Rapid Sprays, Bresna, Alpha, Shane, Schumacher, VR, Shadow, Brundle, Iox, Marco, Peppermeat, Padge, Man with the Cash, Josh, Jace Lee, Tabitzy, and Agreeable Racer in that order. Going into the Wellington Straight we go, and it's still looking very racy between all of the drivers as we recommence after that immediate safety car. Didn't take long for it to come out.
Just one corner, don't it? But anyway, Brundle can now see Schumacher in the distance there. You can see the Alfa Romeo, who's actually going to try and make a move on Shane. Here we go then. No, round the outside into the old turn one. Please,
Into
boys,
Cobbs.
please. Oh, Schumacher's gone through.
Oh, he makes it go. He makes it stick round the outside.
Shane's had to slow down a little bit though.
Schumacher.
Shane's had to slow down. Shane gave him the room. Shane just said, you know what, mate, you go. You're a bit quicker than me right now. I'll just keep up with you. The top three are pulled away. Josh got past Martin. Martin's actually gone wide. He's missed. He completely bonkered up the. Oh, be careful, please. Don't get in JC's way. He doesn't. So Martin's now lost quite a few positions. Oh my God! 3 wide between the two houses and the McLaren. Toby into the inside. He goes on Jason Lee. Can he keep the position? And he gives it. Sorry about this. We should be watching the front, but these three are going at it. It's lovely to see.
The battles in the back can be just as exciting as the battle in front. Looks like Iox is actually gaining on RSF1 Brundle going into turn 1, who's got the soft perhaps higher, but they will be better. Oh my God, we just lost a car!
Shane, what happened there?
No safety car, but double yellow flag. 3-second time penalty for Jace Lee, and
10
what
seconds.
looks like was going to be a good race for Shane has just gone from bad to worse. Shane down the back of the grid.
Shane got a 10-second time penalty
What? That's
for exceeding track limits.
shouldn't
He
have
was
been
just
given
trying to not go on the gravel.
I have a feeling they'll look at that because that was kind of unfairly awarded.
Yeah, he was just trying to not go on the gravel. He was trying to go the wrong way around to not get in anyone's way, but...
But anyways, we'll carry back on with the race as Brundle is now struggling for... Brundle's in 6th place. He's 2 positions away from Schumacher. While we had a little bit of a problem with Shane going off in the first sector, it looks like Brundle caught out Shadow and made up a couple of positions. Both the Toro Rosso actually doing really well.
The top three are pulled away.
A couple of positions. Yeah, the top 3 are pulling away, but the real battle is between Schumacher and Brundle, the top 2 in the championship.
My God, Peppermeat and Diaro Marco are going at it into the right-hander. Diaro Marco got a bit of the grass, and that literally slowed him so much that Peppermeat tucked the back of him. Hopefully he hasn't got any damage. I'll check. No, he's fine. He's good.
Peppermeat goes up into P9, but Schumacher takes fastest lap of the race.
Nice. Right then, here we go. Look at the battle here. Iox is now all over the back of Shadows with DRS available. Is he going to do the move?
Oh, contact!
Touching wheels, aren't they? This is lovely to see. Here we go then. Shadows, he's got DRS on Brundle, and Iox has got DRS on Shadows. Can Iox made the overtake on Shadows? No, he's too far behind this time. The top 3, have they swapped anything? No, they haven't. Oh, what's happening? Oh, Diaro Marco, Bowie are going at it. Look at them going side by side. This is lovely to watch. They're still going side by side. Diaro Marco is on the soft, so he's going to get the better traction. Peppermeat's just going to stick behind him. Oh my God.
That's very good for Marco to retaliate and take back the position he'd just lost. Oh my God! We had the car spin out in front. That was Iox. He's sideways across the track and he almost got crashed into by his teammate, but luckily managed to recover it. Yellow flag in the first sector. Diaro and Marco, 3-second time penalty. Looks like Peppermeat struggled going through Maggers and Beckett's, both DRM and Peppermeat. Good response time to dodge the stricken car of DRM Marco. However, I have to say, a team that's looking very good for some good points today are both the Red Bull of VR and Andrew. Andrew sitting in P3,
Andrew,
gaining on Tomic Bresner.
Just say quickly that thanks to DRS, Brazil is now catching back up to spray, so that means that he's not going to be as under pressure from Alpha as it would have been. So hopefully this top 3 start fighting and give us some show, because it's currently the back of the field that are giving us everything. Oh, Brazina!
Oh, it looks like Alpha might be able to make the move. He's going to slap it into overtake with the rich fuel mix, I'm guessing. With the DRS, he's not gaining enough that he'd like to. So he has to wait for Bresner to maybe make a mistake.
Peppermeat and Diaro Marco going at it again. Peppermeat, sorry to interrupt. Peppermeat around the outside again. Diaro Marco is going to keep it into the inside. He's going to get the outside for the next corner though, but he has got the soft, so he's going to have the better traction. Peppermeat is pushing him out wide a little bit. Oh, Peppermeat keeps it on the inside.
Shuts the
Marco's
door.
struggling. This is lovely to watch. Marco's going back out. Peppermeat, Josh is no, man with the catch is having a little look. Marco, please, though, not through there. Oh, Peppermeat just lets it go through.
Down the inside into Cobbs.
Woo! There we go.
Oh, Brundle. 3-second time penalty.
No, man with the cash. Man with the cash is sideways.
Oh, man, the cash lost it. And Beckett's.
Oh, that is so unfortunate. He had a dirty air of his teammate, and that's very unfortunate. Jace Lee and Tabor going at it though.
Gosh.
Both oh my god!
Oh, into Stowe. Mr. T goes round the outside into Stowe on Jay Slee. And I think he's still going to make it. Nope, they're still battling because into Vale.
Oh, he's going to get a better
Jay Slee
traction
got
as well.
better traction. Into Club. Still side by side. Oh, looks like Mr. T just takes it.
Yeah.
A very good overtake round the outside by Mr. T.
There's quite a
Martin,
lot of penalties coming through.
time penalty.
Top three are still not
Interesting
moving.
to see. Schumacher's actually gaining on Andrew.
That's what I just took it out of my mouth. Yeah, Schumacher was about 2 seconds behind. The top three is now 1.1. And the other guys have got the RS. Oh my god, here we go then. Martin on Iox is not going to be close enough. Can these guys go then? Josh from pit in lap 1 from damage is now into 10th. And he's looking at Peppermeat and Dion Marco. He wants to have a little look at it.
Looks like Peppermeat is getting a little look at Dion Marco, who's now starting to feel the wear of those soft tyres.
Yeah, I think Peppermeat's just going to wait until the next straight DRS and try and get past him with these, but he's struggling a little bit. Has he got wing damage? No, he hasn't. I think he's...
Oh, Marco catches the grass. This is going to allow
Josh
Peppermeat to capitalise on it.
Josh could be in here.
Oh, Josh is getting that
getting
a look on Peppermeat.
Josh is gaining. He's going to look. Is he going to send it? He is going to send it.
Down the inside, Josh goes into Stowe. It's Mercedes versus Racing Point as they finish up and head towards Vale. Peppermeat protects the inside. Josh round the outside, going down the inside at the end of Vale. Oh, slight contact, but Josh saves it. And it looks like Josh will be staying in 10th for the moment. Peppermeat 9th. But this is very interesting racing from the get-go.
Oh, Schumacher's lost out 2.2 seconds now. Look at the top three. Look at the Red Bull on the back of Brasilia now. Don't start fighting, boys. You don't want to be fighting. You want to be trying to catch up to the guy in front of you. But here we go then. Andrew.
Down the inside, Andrew goes. Oh, Tommy Bresner into Brooklands. Now into Luffield. They will go. Can Andrew hold off P2 and keep it? And so Bresner loses P3. Andrew, what an overtake. He managed to make it stick going into Brookland. And now he has the ability to chase down the race leader Rapid Sprays after missing out on performing well in his debut in in Austria. Looks like Andrew is now bringing the pain in Britain, and he's rapidly gaining on Rapid Sprays. Looks like Rapid is struggling through Maggots and Beckett, but it looks like Tomek Bresner also managed to get a good run through there as well. He's sticking with that Red Bull.
Oh my god.
What happened?
Josh, through Maggots and Beckett, Josh literally tapped the back of Peppermeat, sorry. What was happening there?
Oh, we've lost Martin.
Martin, he's got wing damage.
But
the RSF1 account says that's a textbook, I think he means that's a textbook overtake, maybe. Brundle and Shadow are going at it. Oh my god, Shadow's giving him the room.
Looks like
What
Shadow.
are you doing in the room? He's just invited Brundle to overtake him, and Brundle's got him into turn 1. Oh, we've lost a leader. We've lost a leader.
Rapid Sprays has lost it into turn 1. And it looks like Andrew Alpha and the Red Bull has taken the lead of the British Grand Prix.
You know how weird that sounds?
And we've lost the Toro Rosso. Iox has lost it as well.
What? Dog.
Complete damage.
Oh, he's got wing damage.
Oh my god! Going through the gravel track. This is not rally. Oh my god! With that wing damage, Iox can barely keep the car going. I think the wear.
Josh
of the
and Peppermeat still
soft
going side
tyre.
by side. Oh my god, these two are loving life. They're going at it again. Look at them go. Josh, around the outside. Can he get him? Please don't go side by side through here because you will regret it. Trust me.
Into Cobbs.
What are they doing? What are they doing? Told you.
Oh, Peppermeat!
Oh, he's out.
Peppermeat is out.
Is that safety car?
No, he's off the track. It might not be a safety car. No, that is a safety car. Oh my god. The thing is I don't know what we can say about that incident. Peppermeat was on the inside going into Cobbs, and Josh actually was technically ahead.
Rosina and
so Josh was actually defending.
Alpha in. Rosina and Alpha in. Schumacher's in. Schumacher's got a way up though because he's gonna. Oh, Schumacher's gonna lose out here. So is VR. So is Brundle. Brundle's fifth. Rapids. This is gonna save Rapids race and Shane.
This could play into the hand of the hard compound.
What tires are we gonna go on to?
Runners.
Hards. We're going to hard.
Look how many cars there are going into the pits.
Shane! Look at this! Look at this!
There's so many cars!
Oh my god, Josh can't move!
Cash takes the lead of the British Grand Prix!
Josh got... Oh. The two Ferraris were double stacking so much and Josh got stuck in, he couldn't move, he couldn't go!
Oh dear! But Josh is still P8.
Yeah. He could have been like P6 though because there were so many people. Look at this! What the hell is it? Oh, look at this! Man with the cash is first! Oh wait, he did.
I know! He took the lead! He didn't pit. I was going to say, people who was on the hard compound tyre had the technological advantage because they could go to the end on the tyre.
VR got Schumacher.
Ooh, that's a very good jump there by VR, and I think it's because Bresner and Schumacher slightly double stacked, while VR was still quite a bit behind his teammate. So both the Red Bull could actually pit and double stack perfectly. So
this is
a team that looks like they're on top for today. A Red Bull.
Sauce. Okay, Shane. Okay.
Interesting play.
Oh mate, you gotta feel sorry for Peppermeat.
After starting at the back of the grid, finishes at the back of the grid. So definitely a day to forget for Peppermeat in the racing point. I know for a fact that it may have been a very bad day for him now, but he will come back fighting stronger next week in the, I think it's the Hungarian Grand Prix next week.
Yeah, exactly. On the chat we have, I think, is Junior, is that you? Gotta feel, he put, hard, unlucky Pepper, hard to win, go man with the cash, tow it, and then Unity is moaning about something. Here's and then now they're going at it. Raikkonen says a very clear move, Shane. I bet next lap he puts mids back on, maybe. But anyway, I think Junior just said here's a tissue, hush. Stop crying. But anyway. Who the hell is RSF1 Dean? Oh, I knew that. Now,
so safety car
Shane's
is
gonna have to pit
still
again.
out. He will have to. He's not going to get to the end on those softs. I feel Shane might have actually made a bit of a risky move pitting onto those tyres.
Oh, he's going back again. He's going back in again.
Yeah, I think it was a mistake going onto the softs. I think he had the game ready to give him softs maybe later on. But then when the safety car came out, I don't think he changed it in time.
I think he did it on purpose. I think what he did was, because he started in the mediums, so went on the mediums when he pitted. I think he's put the softs on to get the other tyres changed, and he's gone back onto the mediums. He's gone back onto the mediums.
He might go out onto... So he's actually going to be looking faster than most of the cars on the grid who are on the hard tyre. So Shane could be playing a very, very different strategy.
But they're 5 lap
He's currently at the back of the grid. Oh, those are... No, wait, that's his Q2 tyre.
Mm-hmm.
What advantage Shane
It doesn't matter though.
It's gone.
Huh?
Those mediums will not go to the end.
But they could.
They've got to do.
Shane's very good on the
laps.
Shane's very good on his tyres anyway. I think they'll make it easily. But anyway, well, the safety car's just gonna wait for Shane now, and then there'll be. Oh no, it's coming in this lap, isn't it? Is it coming
Might
in this
be.
lap?
I haven't seen the notification.
Well, I just saw. I don't know. Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah, they just wait for him.
It would be around the hangar straight where it would give us the notification for safety car going in. Either near the midpoint or near the end, but if it doesn't give up the notification
Well, safety car's not pulling away from the guy in front.
Could be.
No, it's fine, yeah, he's saying no, staying out. Shane's got enough time.
So Shane will get given the opportunity to catch up.
Yeah, Unity's. Oh my god, I've had enough of Ferrari drivers. They're really annoying me. Hashtag Jack Mac, by the way. Um, but Shane, he could easily. I think he could easily do it. What's this with it? How did they just change positions? Martin and Agul Racer.
Maybe a mistake. Definitely interesting of what's happening for today in the British Grand Prix.
Ooh.
PWR Shadow has actually received a 5-second time penalty for exceeding the track limits. Very, very bad as well for the rookie in his debut in RSF1. I think he said he'd taken a break from league racing in general, so he's had previous league racing experience. What's going on here?
I don't know, mate.
Rapids Race has just lost a few positions.
I don't know what's going on. Julia just put hashtag Mercs are jerks. Well, if you're not careful, the Mercs will jerk in your. I'm not going to finish that sentence, but
You've got to keep it child friendly.
I know, I just realised. And then
Shane's now
Hush
caught
has
back
put
up
in
to the
some
pack.
weird things.
But
Shane will
it's still.
It's coming in this lap, mate. It's going to come in this lap.
We'll have to keep an eye out because Mamad Cash has done 11 laps on those hards. Andrew Alpha, 2 laps. Basically, every other car except for Iox has done 2 laps on those hards and mediums as well. Same amount of laps on both those tyres. Jasley, Marco, Tabitsi, Agreeable, and Iox are definitely going to be looking faster than the rest of these guys. But just because they got the better compound doesn't mean they are completely in it. Because if it's good skill from the defence of the guys with the hard tyre, they could really, if they can successfully hold them up, it can really harm their life.
Yeah. Right,
there you go, safety car in this lap.
Remember, the Cash could easily go to the end of these tyres, though. So I think he's done well.
He could do, but it would be a definite challenge.
He's going to have the whole field against him because he's going to be struggling this whole race. He's backing them up nicely. Right then, here we go. When is he going to go?
Yeah, so we'll now go for the restart.
This time,
the British Grand Prix.
Rapids has already went. So remember, the Cash is away. He's away. He's away. He's away. And everyone's following nicely. Please, boys, keep this thing. I don't want another safety car. Oh, dear Marco. What a move. What a dive. What a 10 metre dive
but
that
no,
was.
Dior and Marco overtook while the yellow flags were still out.
He hasn't got the notification.
It's not green flag until the man with the cash crosses the line, and he made that move before it happened. Josh S04 gets a 3-second time penalty for receiving multiple warnings.
Oh my god. Josh is all over the back
Going
of
through into the Wellington straight. And Brundle's looking very good after having a bit of a setback, going back down the grid. P7, 2 positions behind his championship rival Schumacher. To Bitsy, moves up into P10. He's fighting Jace Lee. Looks like he got ahead of him going into Brooklands. To left field, Jace Lee can't retaliate.
Oh, Jace Lee's had to back out. If not, he's either backing out or it was the gravel, mate. That's what it was for him, bless him. Andrew Alpha's keeping up Man with Cash nicely. They already pulled a 1.1 second gap to the guys behind. Schumacher! Oh! Schumacher! What a move!
Oh, Schumacher made it stick before they got into Maggots and Beckett's. Very good move there by Schumacher. He caught VR completely off guard by the looks of it.
He did, yeah. Oh, what's that? Oh, Zero Marker got a bit of the grass, and that's going to slow him down for the straight. But yeah, everyone's going nicely. Schumacher, that was a hell of a move.
Oh, Shane's actually going to go around the outside on Martin into Stowe. Sorry to cut in there. And it looks like a little bit of contact there. A little bit of a wheel
Shane's had to go off.
From Martin and Shane. Martin's actually backed off and has allowed Shane to get up ahead. So with the contact, I think Martin said, sorry about that, mate.
And now Shane's letting back through.
I think the game might have given Shane the notification saying that might have been an illegal overtake. So Shane had to actually surrender the position. The game's very fickle with that. Oh, look at Shadows challenging Brundle going into the first sector. Side by side, it's Williams versus Ferrari. It's like the old days, except for Williams ain't really that competitive anymore in real life. Going into the Wellington straight. Brundle is sticking it round the outside. There they go into Brooklands. But it looks like Shadows sticking it down the inside. Oh, he might have to. They touched and Shadow actually exceeded a little bit there.
Josh!
Oh, Josh caught the little battle going on between Shadow and Brundle. It looks like Josh just missed out a little bit.
Keep going. They're
Toby's
nicely.
actually gaining on Marco.
Yeah, he is. Toby, of course, on those mediums.
Oh, Marco lost the back end, going into comps, but manages to recover.
Oh, right. Let's just try and stay calm here because I'm about to lose. Oh my god. IX.
Oh, Josh! Josh just completely cut the track after losing the car a little bit, going through Beckett's. And look at that, Tabitzi has just caught DRM Marco out of nowhere. This sounds like Randy
Tabitzi
Orton
just
on
tried
the
to go
track.
through Josh
He's
as
just
well.
He's RKOing everyone he sees. Randy Orton, eh? Oh, but DRM Marco. A retaliation.
And they touch. They let touch. DRM's enabled. Oh, they keep the position nicely. They're going nicely. Look at the top 6 have just created a gap to each other. Meanwhile, everyone else is having a lovely little battle. Oh, Brundle!
Oh, Brundle's out! We've lost RSF on Brundle. Is that another safety car? Could we see a third safety car? Probably not.
I wouldn't think so.
Unlucky for Brundle. What was hoping to be redemption day for RSF1 Brundle after what happened in Season 1 with Magic Marks, the RSF1 F2 champion, is not meant to be. But going into Cobbs, we go. The virtual safety car got deployed very last moment.
Oh my god. Junior and Karoon both just put in the chat for Ferrari.
Oh, well, the only hope of points to be gained now from Ferrari lies with rapid sprays in the Ferrari. However, Martin is in P15, Agreeable Racer P14, Shane 13th, IX 12, rapid sprays 11.
Could people pick
10,
now?
Marco 9. No, they can't. Because it looks like the DR. It looks like the virtual safety car has now gone back in.
The catch pulled a lovely gap.
Oh, look at that! It looks like Tabitzi got ahead of Josh in the Mercedes, and because of the grip that Mr. T's got under the virtual safety car, it slowed the other guys down.
Oh, no,
He's
decent. He's lagging really badly. I've got to record that.
Well, it looks like Mr. T is definitely on the charge. He is pushing through that grid one by one. It's medium versus hards. He's got the grip advantage, and he is slowly gaining on PWR Shadow. Intense racing from the get-go. DRM Marco tries to challenge Jay Slee. Oh, well, that's just a desynced car of Tabitzi. With Jay Slee?
I think Toby just lost it or something.
Tabitzi!
No,
oh,
God! What was that? What was that?
Well, wait, when did... Because all I just saw was him ahead of Josh.
Yeah,
really
I think maybe he made a mistake or he desynced.
Oh!
No, oh my god, what's he doing? What is he doing? What has he just done?
What happened?
He spun and then he just literally parked it and then reversed at the worst. Oh.
Onto the racing line. That might be damage to the McLaren.
That isn't damage to McLaren. Oh, you're gonna feel bad.
But Mr. T reversed onto the racing line.
Yeah, the two Toros are...
Look like a swap between teammates. No, I think these guys are battling between themselves.
I don't know. Man with the cash. 3-second time penalty. Andrew Alpha.
Oh, God. Looks like
3 tenths
behind.
behind.
Looking to get ready. 10-second time penalty to Mr. T.
Boys, boys, boys.
Definitely a bad day in the office for Haas.
There we go then.
Mr. T, I think he's retiring from the session. He just, Mr. T, he had enough. I noticed he sped in the pits. I think that was he just didn't care. He was going in. He's just had enough. It looks like a battle between Mercedes and Ferrari going. Oh my God, Josh has spun! It looks like he just manages to recover and stay ahead of Jay Slee.
Jay Slee.
After
they're going side by side.
With rapid sprays. Oh, they touch wheels. Into Cobbs, Josh down the inside. Oh my god! And they touch wheels
How is he
again!
still there?
But
How is he still
Lee
there?
is not lost any momentum. And just like that, even after the couple of
my God,
times they
the two
touch wheels,
tries.
Chase Lee
Side
gets
by
ahead.
side. Oh my god. What a race. What a race. Look at the top two. 110. 110. Can he do it in his debut?
Oh my god! Let's take contact! The man the cash braked really
He's got
early,
damage.
and that
He's got
made
damage.
Andrew Alpha
He's
crash
got
into the back
damage.
of him.
He's got damage on his front.
That might have just costed Andrew Alpha the race.
Oh my god. He can't even go flat out. Look how much time he's losing to Schumacher. Oh my god, Schumacher. Well, literally a horrible Q3. He's currently looking for the win. It's lovely to see Josh with the second time turn there. That's not really... Anyway, we carry on. Oh yeah, so Josh is all over the back of Jason Lee. He's not think able to make a position. The top four. Look at the top four now. Look at the top four. 2 Haas.
Alfa
1
Romeo are
Red Bull.
looking really pretty for today. It was looking like Red Bull could be doing great, but after the massive events that have just happened right now, as the 2 cars leading the race of Mamada Cash braking, Andrew hitting the back of him, giving him that damage, has given Schumacher the ability to come back into the fight after having such a poor qualifying
is
session.
pulling away now because of the damage. He just cannot go flat out when he needs to go flat out. Like here, he's going to have to lift off him more than normal. So he's going to have to brake him more than normal. And that's going to cost him. Schumacher needs to get past, and so does Brezina. Oh my god, Andrew Alfa
with that
is putting
dirt.
himself in the grass. That's not going to be good. Oh no, here we go then. Danny is going to go Schumacher. Brezina going to look, he's going to be too far behind. But Andrew Alfa's going to try and hold him on the outside. He can't hold it. Schumacher is going to get into P2. Is Brezina going to look for a move as well? No, he's not. Oh, Andrew Alfa nearly crashes, hits the back of Schumacher again. Ajax and Josh going at it. Josh loses position, he's down to 10th. And Ajax into 9th.
It's definitely interesting with the events as unfolding in this race. Andrew Alfa, though, being the one to have missed out, especially after that incident. Shane actually gets the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah.
But Schumacher, and he's gaining on the man with the cash.
Is he?
He is, slightly. Do remember the man with the cash has got 18 lap old tyres. Schumacher's got half the life. They've got, his tyres are 18, half the wear is Schumacher in P2. Slowly he will start gaining, unless I'm wrong and the man with the cash is pulling away. Well, it looks like slowly, I think we can see time being cut down between the pair of them. No, it's been maintained.
He's only gained a 10th. Junior
PWR
is,
Shadow.
Junior is making Hush so angry. He went, I can't hear the Ferrari from all the way back there. Sorry, Hush. And then the Unity, but well, I'll be watching you in F4 tomorrow. No pressure. Carew getting involved, saying Junior doesn't feel pressure. He's a warner.
Sorry to cut into Stowe. Tomek Bresner chucked it down the inside. Andrew Alfa, with that damage, has no ability to retaliate. Is he gonna let his
teammate go through?
VR is definitely looking very quick. Could we see team orders within the Red Bull garage? Right now, Andrew can't even go flat out, like you said. It's VR is having to catch up to his teammate.
Lift off.
Will Andrew lift off going into the Hangar Straight? No, in the Wellington Straight, sorry, to let his teammate go by. We'll find out momentarily. A group will race a 3-second time penalty. No, it looks like Andrew Alfa still thinks he's quick enough to catch Tomek Bresner.
He's going to keep it out there. Josh and Ajax going at it. Josh is going to get past nicely. Wait, no. Jace Lee, sorry.
That was Jace Lee.
Yeah. Jace Lee and Ajax. Ajax gets past. Ajax doing a hell of a job. P8 now. 5 laps left after all of these safety cars. Just let you know. Primus. Sorry. Schumacher, 1 second behind Mamada Cash. He's not going to get the DRS that he needs this time. He's too far behind. Look how much ERS
I think Andrew is actually holding up his teammate.
And look how much ERS Mamada Cash has got quickly.
Oh my god! Look at that! PRW Shadow gets hit by VR!
Oh no!
VR steered off the racing line to let his teammate pass, and as PEWR tried to move down between them, he suddenly got shunted by Andrew.
Oh my god, and Shadow's got such... His tyres are so overheated now because he went on the grass. He's actually going to lose out time to Iox and Jay Slee and Josh and Mark, who are looking pretty quickly.
We could see a battle between teammates. Tomek Bresner's actually looking faster than Schumacher.
The way you said that. Is Shumi going to let Brezina go through? That is a big question. Maybe to help...
The thing is it's a championship battle I got to think of. Schumacher is in the lead by only 1 point ahead of Brundle, who will not be
Brundle's
scoring
out of the race.
any today. Rapid Sprays, however, is making a good recovery drive, gone past Andrew.
Yeah, 100%. Can I just quickly check penalties for the top 10?
Go for it.
Okay, so Mum and Cash got 1 penalty. Schumacher hasn't got any. Brezina hasn't got 1 penalty. He does VR. No, he hasn't even got 1 penalty. Brezina. VR's got 2 warnings. Rapid Sprays got 1 warning. Oh my god.
Bresner might try to make the move on Schumacher into Stowe, down the inside between teammates. Schumacher backs off, and then looks like Tomek Bresner takes 2nd place. It's a battle between Alfa Romeo. Are they going to risk it all for positions gain? And that means less points Schumacher can pull away with in the championship. Wow. Interesting plays by the Alfa Romeo team.
Yeah, 100%. Command with the Cash needs to pull another 1.5 seconds to win this race, just to let you know.
Yeah, because he has a penalty.
A pretty big penalty that could cost him. Because right now,
All Rapid Sprays is gaining on VR.
Right now, as it stands, he might not even make it to the podium. Because no one behind him's got a penalty. The top 5 haven't got a penalty.
Oh, into Brooklands we go. Rapid Sprays is still looking at the back of VR now through Luffield. VR got a really bad run. Really got bad traction through there.
Cash Junior, Cashman needs to move. Go racing, Jason, go. Be gone, Robin.
Into Cobbs.
Junior is motivating his teammate. He's actually put it away as well. He's made 3 attempts at he's lost it. But he made about 3 attempts. He's lost it again. Brezina just can't seem to catch him as much as he needs to.
Down the Wellington straight. Rapid Sprays. That speed going down the straight, round the outside into Stowe. They seem to... and Rapid Sprays hits VR, and it sends him spinning, and it collects Shadow.
Oh my god! 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 Shame. Safety car. That's the end. That's race. That's race over.
That's it.
That's race.
That is the British Grand Prix. They're finishing under the safety car.
Oh my god, man with the Cash couldn't do 70 positions.
Oh my god. Oh no.
How is Rapid Sprays 4?
This is the first time in RSF1 where we will be finishing a race under the safety car. Oh my god.
Did you see that? I gotta record that. That was absolutely amazing. I love that. I mean, unlucky to people, but... Oh my god. Jason Lee and DR Marker, what are they doing? Oh my god.
That is tremendous of how much things went to wrong so quickly.
Yeah. Right, now that we've got time, she's got 1 penalty. Brezina still hasn't got a warning. Schumacher's got 2 warnings. Rapid Sprays has got 1 warning. Iox has got 1 penalty. Jay Slee has got 2 penalties. Marco has got 5-second time penalty, which is served. He's got 9 seconds worth of penalties. Josh has 1, 2, 3 as well. Shane, 10-second time penalty. I don't know if he did that in the pits or not, but he's currently got 16.
That might get revoked.
He might do, but for now, he's got 16 seconds. Andrew Alpha hasn't got...
Keep in mind, DRM Marco and Josh do have penalty. Oh no, safety cars in this lap.
Yeah. I thought
the game won't finish.
Because
the game won't finish on a safety car.
I thought so. Oh
Oh my god!
3 people just got 10-second time penalties.
I think they might have cut Cobbs. No,
I'm
Cobbs,
gonna be honest.
Maggots and Beckett to try and
Shane
catch the
needs to
pack.
hurry up. Shane and Andrew Alpha need to. Oh my god, so many people. Anyway,
20
can-
seconds worth of time penalties Martin just accumulated.
if you record
Preston's got damage!
Oh.
I think.
No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't.
I thought I saw the missing end play. For a moment there, the game didn't render.
Man with the
it.
cash is taking his time, and he's away, and he's away, and he's away. Jace Lee and Darren Marco swapping positions again. Here we go then. The Ferrari driver of Rapid Sprays onto Schumacher.
Rapid
2
Sprays.
laps left of this race. 2 laps left to go. 2 laps left to push. And looks like Rapid Sprays is all over the back of Schumacher. I just spit on my TV. I need to clean that. Maybe.
Round the outside into turn 3! Goes Rapid Sprays and gets ahead of Schumacher! What great recovery Rapid Sprays has done, starting in the lead. He now chucks down the gap.
Shane is on soft. Oh my god, the soft runner are going to have a field day.
And he's got the engine glitch down the inside. He chucks it onto Josh Season 4. Shane is definitely looking very good. Now he's got DRM Marco in the crosshair.
Yeah. He's got 1.5 laps to go. Look at Ajax, look at Schumi, look at Rapids. They're all going at it for third position.
Josh down the inside. Oh my god! More contact!
Is that Shane? Shane, you're out. Oh, no.
That was Andrew Alpha. Andrew Alpha hit Shane on the outside. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Tomek Bresner is gaining on the man with the cash. The battle for the lead will commence momentarily. Going through Stowe. Looks like man with the cash is trying. Oh, and a 5-second time penalty to PWR Shadow for ignoring the yellow flag.
You do have to feel bad for Shane. He just doesn't have the luck, does he? Into the last lap we go then.
Are being done. Going into turn 1. Final lap of the race. Andrew Alpha has retired in the pits after having the collision with Shane. So now going into the last corner. Not last corner, the last lap, sorry. We've still got a little bit to go. Shane is definitely going to be not happy about where he's finishing.
Well, we wouldn't be either. Just to let you know, Junior, Tomek Bresina's got to get 3 warnings to get a penalty. It's not like he's already got 2 warnings or anything. He's got to get 3 warnings and then get a pen. So,
but do remember, Rapid Sprays hasn't got any.
Yeah.
And neither does Schumacher. So if Tomek Bresner and the man with the cash get a... Well, if man with the cash has already got one, but if Tomek Bresner gets a penalty this lap, it could be handed to Rapid Sprays, the win that he almost lost. But we have to wait and see. There's still a little bit to go. Rapid Sprays could get awarded second place because of the man with the cash penalty.
Look at Schumacher, Jace Lee and Ajax going at it. No DRS because we haven't got 3 laps of racing. We've only got 2. And here we go then. Schumacher, Ajax and Jace Lee going at it. Isn't even going to be in position. Ajax is gaining. He's not gaining enough though. Over to you to finish off the race.
So to cut in just at the very end there, round the intervale we go. The last moment of the race. Man with the cash will provisionally cross the line to win the British Grand Prix, but with his 3-second time penalty, how far will that set him down? Tomek Bresner wins the race. He wins the British Grand Prix. Rapid Sprays second. Man with the cash still gets a podium.
What a race.
Alright. So
yes! Josh gets points. Yes!
So now we have to talk about driver of the day. After being knocked out in Q2, I'm going to have to give it to Ajax. 8 positions made after having setback after setback. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. Actually, we'll give it a minute. We'll get into the table. We'll look at the penalties and then we'll decide.
Can I just say, for me, my driver of the day would be Josh.
Oh, I didn't press anything and it just skipped the...
Me neither. It just did the exact same thing for me, mate, don't worry.
It just skipped the cinematic for the trophy. That's a pain. Well, going into the results for the race, Tomek Bresner takes the win.
Nice.
Rapid Sprays second, Man with the Cash third, Schumacher fourth, Ajax fifth, Jace Lee sixth, PWR Shadow in seventh, Marco eighth, Josh ninth, Agreeable Racer 10th, Martin 11th, Shane 12th, Andrew 13th, VR 14th, Toby 15th, Brundle 16th, and Peppermeat rounds off the grid. Actually, I have a good contender of driver of the day because he got caught in one of the biggest crashes near the end of the race and still managed to finish in the points.
Who?
You want to know who that is? PWR Shadow.
Yeah.
I'd say for joint
People are
driver of the
saying.
day.
People are saying. People are saying. What's his name? Did you scroll down? Rapid sprays
Yep.
because he dropped it at the start, didn't he? And then he came back. He came back from the field to get podium.
Actually, that's a fair point. He may have started in the lead, but he almost looked like a bad day for. Actually, Element unanimous decision. We're gonna have to give it to Rapid. If the chat just made a very good point, we're gonna have to give it to Rapid Sprays.
Not a Ferrari
Unless you
driver
want to
out
make-
of all of them. Oh my god.
We're gonna have to give it to Rapid Sprays, but we can. Well, obviously we're split because I'm saying Rapid Sprays now, but you're saying Josh. We could make it a split driver
I'm
of the
only
day.
joking. Rapid sprays, yeah, it's fine. Rapid sprays. I was only
Rapid
joking about
Sprays,
Josh.
our driver of the day. So if you could get the man with the cash,
I'll
Tomek
get all of them
Bresner, and Rapid Sprays
Bresina
into
doesn't have a
the
mic,
podium. Okay, so Bresner, our race leader, won't be able to give us a input. Bresner,
I'll
if you're
invite him
watching
anyway.
the stream, could you send me a message on Discord and I will read out what your feelings are about the race. But that means we're going to get Rapid Sprays and the man with the cash in.
And invite Brazina just in case. Why a Ferrari driver out of everyone? I can't believe it.
He did really good though. What
Ferrari
do you
drivers.
mean?
Ferrari drivers. Ugh. Alright, I don't think Brazina does have a mic. So it's not gonna have to be.
Have we got everyone in?
Yeah, but we got. Have you guys ticked your boxes?
Yeah.
Right, I will interview the man with the cash and you do Rapid Sprays.
No, I don't want. I don't want to do Ferrari driver.
I guess, okay.
I'll do my.
Well, what do you want to do? You did about the cash, okay.
Yeah.
Then Element. Take it
Oh,
away.
I'm going first. Oh, sorry. I thought you did. Right, man with the cash. Hello.
Hello, how we going?
You.
Yeah,
Good
man,
race
good,
from
man,
you.
good.
Great race from you, man.
Yeah.
So where did you start this? Where did you start the race? I can't remember.
I started 8th.
You started 8th. Okay, so
Yeah, I started in 8th.
you didn't go out at the start, did you? You went out a bit later, and the rain caught you out.
Well, I'll tell you what I've done. I fucked up. I missed the first lap up.
No.
Excuse me, language. Sorry about that. So, yeah, I missed the first lap up, and the second one just weren't good enough. But I was, it was what it was. I knew I had the race pace. I mean, a big thanks to yourself, Snow, and a big thanks to Dyslexic as well for hints and little tips that we had in practice. It's I went back onto the practice in myself and changed a few things which you was talking about, which really helped my race pace out. Which really helped my race pace out today. So thank you very much to you two, and congrats to the other two as well. Congrats to the other podiums. Shame I got a 3-second pen. Yeah, shame I got a 3-second pen. But that's it. So.
You still got the podium
you
though in the end.
You just pulled the
Yeah,
top for me,
so
man. Thanks.
Cheers.
Very quickly, you have a big fan of Junior who just kept saying, "Come on, Reverend Kevin, you need to push. Come on," stuff like that, and he was going mental in the chat. But how you feeling for the beloved Germany?
Germany, tell you what, it's the strongest track on the calendar for me, Germany. So
Why is
watch out,
Germany?
watch out, lads, because I'll be on fire in Germany.
Okay, mate.
That's not good.
Well, congratulations anyway in P2.
Cheers, man.
Primus. Julia just said get in the cash, man. But
Cheers. Tow it. Yoop.
Primus, if you would like to interview our P2 today.
Rapid Sprays. Right, you've had a very mixed race today. You took top of the table in Q2 and 3. You took advantage of that rain and took top of the table for a good start. Safety car straight away, and then suddenly in the early stages of the race, you fell all the way down to the bottom of the grid. And after many more safety cars, you fought your way back up, and you've made your way back to P2. It was difficult, but you managed to get there. How do you feel it's been for you?
Well, at one point, when I spun, I wanted to smash my wheel. It was a really, really stupid mistake, and the whole race, it was only that one time that I had that little like oosh on the rear end, and then that was it gone. But the safety car for hards, I ended up getting stuck behind my teammate who had a 5-second penalty, so I was stuck in the pit lane for about an extra 10 seconds compared to what everyone else was. At restart of the VSC, I think it was a Toro Rosso and it was JC as well. They both got napping and I overtook them both with the DRS. And from then it was just being a bit consistent.
It was very good consistency you had. And because of your performance today, you've been awarded Driver of the Day as well, because after suffering a massive setback and then going from P1 to dead last to P2 again, just couldn't catch Bresner. He just was too quick after he got the toe off the man with the cash near the end. You know, he's getting the slipstream, and with no DRS, he just had no way of getting close to him. But your pace was still phenomenal. P2 and Driver of the Day. So as much as it would have been good to have a double Ferrari finish, you definitely made the points back up after Brundle losing out on some serious points. And that also means that your teammate has lost out on some positions, because Schumacher actually, I think, got P4. Just missed out on the podium. So the championship battle does go on. Schumacher extends his lead by 10 more points. I think it's P4 gets 12 points or 10 points? 12. So that means 13-point lead now to Schumacher in the championship after Brundle's mistake. But Rapid Sprays, Germany coming up. How do you feel it's going to be for Germany?
I won't lie, I've not practiced it at all. But, I mean, I see how it goes in the week, really. Not giving anything away.
You have a whole week.
I'm not giving anything away, sorry.
Oh, well, Element, anything to ask Rapid Sprays before we wrap up?
I have a question for
How
Element.
you feeling for Germany?
Well, I just answered that question.
Alright, just ask him that.
I was on my phone, sorry. Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Let me ask you a question. Why didn't you want to ask Ferrari driver questions?
Because you're a Ferrari driver.
What's your point?
Ferrari drivers are...
That sounds like a little bit of trouble in paradise.
Boo. Boo.
But anyways,
booze for Element in the chat.
well, we're gonna go over the classification one more time for today's race in F2, especially after them not missing out on a really good race in Austria last week. In third place was the man with the cash, the man of many nicknames. After having a bit of a bumpy race, managing to finish P3. Also, by the way, man with the cash, you stayed out on those hards, and that really did work for you. You may have lost out on the race win, but a podium on those worn hards was still very, very good.
Yeah, I think the second safety car, the third safety car, really done me in. Like I gambled at the start. I thought, you know what, I can jump everyone in the pits. I'm going to stay out to the end. I know they'll go to the end, and I just knew it, but. Yeah, so just a bit unlucky, mate, with that penny. Yeah.
But still, regardless, good position finish. So that's P3 to the man with cash. Rapid Sprays, after losing out a lot in the beginning and recovering back to P2, gets second place and driver of the day, and then finishing in P1, who's not gotten a hold of me, but I imagine he'll be happy with his result, is the Atomic Bresner in the Alfa Romeo. Element, quick question, if you have the table up, whereabouts is Atomic Bresner in the championship?
He is Brezina. Before this race, he was fifth, 59 points. He's overtaken Toby, and he's close to Brundle now.
Oh, so that's put Tomek Bresner up into the championship battle. So very well done to our top three and driver of the day. So if you'd like to join us for F2 again, please join us next week in Germany, Sunday, 8 PM on Twitch with me, Primus Gaming and Element Snow, and we will be joining you then. But if you want to see some more racing in Britain, please stay tuned tomorrow evening at 8 PM on Monday night. You'll be seeing F4 duking it out around Silverstone, and you'll be joined by Brundle and Top Notch. Please don't miss it, guys, and we'll see you then. But until then, I've been Primus Gaming, joined me, Element Snow, and we wish you all a very good night.
Tow it, baby, tow it.